So, hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints here on this Sunday afternoon. Hi. Yeah, so today, the first stream in 2025. Oh, yeah, I wasn't really planning to do a live stream, but then I was like, hey, why not doing a live stream? Makes sense, I think. Anyways, so, yeah. There is a vacuum cleaner in the frame. No, I cannot change that. I'm sorry. Oh, what I can do, maybe I can put a filter on there. It's going to be a very fancy filter. Effects. Ooh. And then, yes. Cubic. No, the scaling is not the correct one. Yes. I can also do color correction. It's insane. Anyways, I wanted to do something like a zoom. Maybe via Stream Deck. No, Stream Deck needs to be connected with a certain thing. But then I also don't want to mess up the whole thing. Make sense? I don't know. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Let's make some more light. Oh. No, this is too bright. Wait. Turn this one on just a little bit. Turn this one down a little bit. Does this make more sense? Yeah, I like it. I like this. And then wow. Yeah, something like that. Of this Elgato's key light, I still need to learn how to use it. It's insane. Anyways, during this live stream, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give one spool of Polymaker filament away. Thank you so much, Polymaker, for sponsoring this stream as well. You didn't know it, but now you know. Brandon, how are you doing? How have you been? Well, I'm doing great. I was sick for the last couple of 3 days. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish kind of thing. The thing was that there's this stomach flu. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but like the feel vomiting and some other nasty things, headache, fever. I had something like 38.9 degrees fever. It was insane. I was not on the point of hallucinating. Hallucinating. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, this is, by the way, the first stream after the 24-hour live stream. I don't know what happened, but I streamed like 24 hours straight in 3 parts, which I also want to talk more about it. This is one thing that happened also during the 24-hour live stream or afterwards. Hey, Martin Huber, how are you doing? No, I don't have any other belt printer than the iFactory one. And I don't have a filament supplier for myself. I do need to look for a filament supplier because there are some things in 2025 that are going to change, not only for the channel but for the brand Zachary 3D Prints itself, because there are some major changes going to come in 2025. I had some very inspiring evenings and days, like things I really want to do as an entrepreneur, making money with 3D printing as a key thing to do. I think it's nice. But Martin, how are you doing, man? So, on the topic, does the iFactory one work? Yes, it does. And I'm looking around to see if I can find the calibration cube, because I got one calibration cube out of my iFactory one. This microphone is working, right? Yeah. I think the calibration cube went also to the attic with the printer itself, because I had to, as you can maybe see it, I'm going to move the camera to that direction. I hope it's not too messy. But I had this little smaller stand-up desk, you know, and there was the iFactory one standing on. But since I got from LDO this Saturn 4 Ultra, I had to make some space also for the resin printer. So therefore, I have this stand here with a washer cure station, the LDO Mars 2 Pro, and of course the huge, humongous Saturn 4 Ultra. It's a huge, large-scale resin printer, and it is doing amazing. Just take a look at this. How beautiful is this? This is with a resin that I bought 5 years ago in 2020. I bought this resin and it is still amazing. It does do Batman justice. You got it? And also Deathstroke, didn't really like it. Yeah, he was printed, and also a resin that was pretty old, but it looks so pretty. I really need to reach out to LDO if they can send me the new wash and cure station, because I also want to push out more content to resin related things. But for that, I need to have something proper, because nowadays you see the little bucket here. That is my wash station for the bigger prints, because if it is too big, it doesn't fit inside of the Mercury Plus, which is already big size wash and cure station, but it's not big enough. I'm doing great. If you need filament, I can help you. We are printing 1.5 tons per month. We can sell you. So, which kind of brand is that? Yeah, the iFactory one is working. It is now a little bit more with my channel brand colors, like the black, orange, white, blue kind of thing. There is no blue in the iFactory one, but I need to reorder some new spools of Prussiament, Pudgy Orange, Galaxy Black, I think also Gray. But I need to work on that. We have our own brand. You know where to find me on the socials, so you can reach me out, send some pictures. Because I also am going to do print farming, and within I think will take, I think, at least 2 months to start everything up. I have this subscription on STL Flix. I got it for free. It's a commercial license for a whole year. So now I finally can try out STL Flix commercial license. I do need to find out what my right niche is for selling here in the Netherlands, but also maybe in Europe. Maybe also worldwide shipping, but I need to see how everything works, because the wider or the wider range, the more potential it can have. But I cannot promise like free shipping for something sending to the US, because I sent something that was looking like yeah, do I have it? I did send something like this. This looks crap, but in the time of 2020, you know, the time that I basically took off on YouTube, still it's trying to taking off. I sent something to Lawyer Moses when he was, you know, still doing some 3D printing, but nothing too fancy on YouTube and Twitch. I sent him something. I paid 60 euros for shipping costs. Yeah, the Pansy Orange is a special kind of color. Yeah, I'm very much in love with it. I'm only want to have that type of orange, because if it is dark here, I have the LED strips on the ceiling, but also here, and then in that combination, all the orange prushment parts are fluorescent, and they look amazing. But yeah, like mentioned, I need to figure a lot of things out. I just got a brain explosion during the evening or night yesterday. I drank some Monster, like half a liters of Monsters during the yesterday evening Minecraft playing session, and I got some crazy ideas for this year. One of those ideas is to start doing something that maybe helps people, but I need to do some research around this area and see if it is viable to actually do that. Because there's a thing that I have, Martin maybe knows it, fixing 3D printers. Trying to get printers back into OEM status, fixing issues, and helping people out, getting their printer up and running again, because a lot of people they buy a 3D printer but have no clue whatsoever what they can do with their 3D printer, something like that. So I want to cover that gap in my area and start a 3D printing repair shop. Because now it's still a hobby kind of thing, or a very niche thing. And I'm like, maybe if I start now with it and more people are going to buy a 3D printer, you don't want to have those 3D printers ending up in landfills. I really don't want to go to a scrapyard and find old discarded 3D printers because people bought it or got it for a birthday present or a Christmas present, and after a while they don't know what to do with it, and then they throw it in the trash because it's another consumer product that they don't really know how it works, and giving up and then throwing it away or putting it on a marketplace for a whole lot of money. And sometimes I see how many people are asking for those printers. I would say, dude, asking like 300 euros for a Creality Ender 3 Pro, are you insane? You are not going to ask 300 euros for a used 3D printer. If I buy a paper printer or a printer for, printing paper. No, printing paper sounds really weird now in this kind of sentence. If you are using normal laserjet or especially inkjet printers, those are going away between 50 and 100 euros, brand new. And if they are selling those are like 30, 40 euros. maybe 50 if people are really crazy. Um, I don't understand that. The consumables are more expensive than the machine itself. And in normal 3D printing, the filaments, of course, after buying a few rolls of filaments, you are already wasted more in money on the filaments than on the the product itself on the printer. So in my case, I would say, like, I don't want to have 3D printers ending up in landfills, secondhand shops, marketplaces. I want to see if I can build a whole business out of it. So yeah, fixing printers, trying to improve where I can, upgrading maybe, or fixing belts, lubricates, cleaning, stuff like that. Hey, good day, my brother. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So got some crazy plans. So yeah, 3D print repair shop, something like that. But I'm not really out of the thing if I'm going to do it as Zachary 3D prints, or if I'm going to start a business next to that with a very similar naming, because I don't want to have several sub brands underneath it without the proper registration, if you know what I mean. So, oh, by the way, talking about 3D printing and starting business. So, print farming is also going to happen in 2025. Like mentioned, I have to start finding the right niche within my area. Yeah, I am not really sure if I'm going to use the printers that I currently have. I think the best way to do it is using what you have without spending additional money. Like mentioned, I'm going to see if I can find some filaments where because I don't want to go on credits. Hey, how are you doing? Good afternoon. Hello. Dels Locals 3D printing. Yeah, I saw that you mistyped, but I know what you mean. I think also other people will know as well. So for that, I want to order in I want to see how that works. I gave away my CR10S Pro a week ago, and the chap was... Oh. Nice, nice. Yeah, maybe you don't see it. Oh no, that is my second Creality Ender 3 Pro, and next to that there's another one that I exchanged with my Soval SV06 3D printer. It's another Creality Ender 3, but then the normal version. And yeah, there are some small things that I still need to do on that. But, you know, making videos, doing other stuff and as well, makes it, yeah. So my manager, he said, like, do something with the talent you have. And I'm not going to push you, but you know where my view is when it comes to 3D printing. And for within the company, I already am sort of advisor when it comes to 3D printers. I already advise them to buy Creality, a Prusa Mark 4S with a fully enclosed one. That was before the Core 1 came out. So probably this coming week, the conversation on email is going to continue. So they are going to order one. They ask for an order inquiry, so that's good. Hey, XY Burtek, how are you? How are you doing? Good morning. Morning here, anyways. So you are somewhere on the west coast of the US or Midwest? Did we saw each other in Colorado last year? Yeah, so for the filament colors, I want to have a broad band of choice in filament colors. Most of the models that I want to print for the STL flicks, for the print farming, it needs to be... Oh, Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. Yeah, that's right. Ah. Did I see you at 3D Printopia? This year I'm going as well. I want to go to all places if possible, even open source, open source. I really want to go there, but I don't know. It's very much depending on what I'm going to do within the coming weeks. Oh, I haven't got that far in my hobby. Oh, okay. So what do you print? Do you have a printer? I can tell you already, if you don't have a 3D printer, but you want to start, go to Micro Center nearby. There you have some amazing deals on I think, in my opinion, some very reliable 3D printers. I have to constrain myself to not buy any 3D printers before I met my goal for 2025. Buy an original Prusa Core 1. Oh, I print printers. Oh, that's even better. Then I think you are printing a Voron, right? I've got to make more money yet. Oh, okay, cool. I know this guy on TikTok. He does beautiful. I see what he does. I mean, how can you attract more people watching your videos? Well, I do like long-term format videos, or long-form format videos. The normal YouTube videos. Sometimes I do make shorts, but I started YouTube in 2019, and I am the guy that likes the normal format videos. I know that channels can blow up with short form videos like the TikTok style videos, but this guy, I think he makes the Voron Trident. He used white, and I also see that not always the print quality looks that amazing, but what he shows, splendid. It's just nice. I design and build custom printers using spare parts. Oh, that is... Yeah, I also prefer long format. I mean, like, yeah, you can attract people with YouTube Shorts, for example, and then draw them into watching more of your channel, the normal videos. Yeah, I think that's... I think as a little advertisement, YouTube Shorts are great. But then YouTube is a search engine based kind of thing. And later on, also by browsing over the YouTube homepage or recommended videos, you will get more into a thing. I recently tried, no, a few months ago, I tried to start another 3D printing channel. I'm not going to say any name, but when I went on YouTube, the first thing that YouTube asked, what do you like? I was like, what? You have this normal page, but it wanted to know which kind of videos you wanted to see. So then I made sure, like, entering in the search bar 3D print, 3D printing, stuff like that, and then subscribe to some channels that are already new from my side, and then you know, then everything else is going automatically. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have over 700 uploads, and last year I pushed out 200 videos. That's crazy. I saw my I saw in my analytics the recap of December. So I was like, okay, so everything that I see in the app is related to December. So I was scrolling through it and was like, okay, cool. And then I saw this. I didn't read what was standing on top of it, like the samenvatting compilation of 2024. My current subscriber count 8,650, and I saw uploads 201. I was like, I cannot remember uploading 201 videos in December. I didn't push out any shorts, right? No, I didn't do any live stream. I know that I pushed out at least 2 videos a week. That makes maybe in total 8. But that was a recap of 2024, not December alone. But it was quite funny. Yeah, and I gained last year, 2024, I gained a 2,380 subscribers. So that's good. But still, I wanted to reach 10,000 last year. So this goal, this year's goal would be 10,000. And I want to push myself to get, I don't want to say it, but maybe 50 this year. I know that the goal is very ambitious, but you have to think big to grow, to push yourself to some other limits, to maybe find better ways to record videos, make videos more interesting for people to watch. I see some channels grow within 10 months within the 3D printing space, going from 0 to 10,000 subscribers within 10 months. So I'm like, if they can do it, but I need to find out how this can also work for my channel as well, using maybe different kind of ways, different kind of techniques, but I have to do something from my end. So yeah, thank you for being here, man. So the title of this live stream is Lazy Sunday Hangout Stream. That doesn't mean I'm going to do anything. Maybe I'm going to do something. There are some things still on the build plate from the 24-hour live stream. I wanted to continue working on the Voron V0.2. I do have a 0.2 already. No, what's 0.1? No, the other one is 0.1, and now I have a 0.2 from LDO Motors. So Jason, thank you so much. I also have a positron. There's something with the extruder that I need to find out what's wrong with it, because the Voron is a printer that, I don't know if somebody heard about it, but for the ones that doesn't, it's a printer that prints upside down. Because the printer is a portable 3D printer that folds, so that if you are going somewhere, then you have this pelican case where it can fit right inside of there. And in order to make it portable, you have to put the Z gantry downwards, take the glass plate off, disassemble a little bit. But the print head is upside down. And in order to push out the filament better, just a second. Ja, je kan nou dus. Je hoeft het niet te vragen, hè? Dat heb ik al vaker gezegd. So to push out the filament, the nozzle, the normal hot end is like this. You have this, basically all the printers you see in the frame are all the traditional kind of 3D printers. Hot end, nozzle, and push out downwards. The positron has the hot end like this, and it pushes in an angle of 90 degrees, pushes out like that. I don't know if there is a little bend in it, but not like a steep angle, never works well, in my opinion. But I think like the extruder needs to work even harder. It's not a direct path, there's an angle in it. So every little force, it needs to push even harder. And therefore, the extruder has a lot of torque needed in order to push the filament out. So in my case, you hear this clicking sound. Back in the days of the Ender 3, you had this. You know that the filament was having a hard time to push all the filament out, and then the nozzle was too close to the previous layer or to the heat bed, and that you don't want to have. I hate the fact you get some big names promoting other channels and leave others out. Yeah, so for example, no, I don't want to say gaslighting. I don't know what is gaslighting. Back in 2021, 2021. No, sorry. Let's say it differently. In 2020 or 2021. Oh, just say it very quickly. It doesn't work out. There's this guy called Lawyer Moses, and he also gave me a Prusa Mini. Very happy with it. I still use it sometimes, but since I have a lot of printers, I don't use it all the time. But now he's 2-3 years ago, he started with streaming on Twitch, and his channel on YouTube also grew a lot. And he's killing it. Basically, he's killing it. And so he has this Airy One Thinker X400. I just heard about the printer 2 weeks ago. So I made a video about it, regardless if people already have the printer, yes or no. I want to do a Zach react. Sometimes I really have to push myself to make those kind of videos, even though I don't have the printer. Because, in my opinion, I think, like, why cannot I give a opinion about it, or give my thoughts and ideas about the 3D printer without having it? Some people in the comments say like, this guy even don't have the printer and he has an opinion about it. Yeah, sure. Because if I would have the printer and I give my opinion about it, then those same people would say, or maybe some other group people will say, yeah, he is only saying it because he got the printer for free. Something like that. So I'm like, I'm just going to tag Lawyer Moses in that video as well, saying like, I know from him that he has the printer and that he is working on it. So you will see a review about this 3D printer when he's allowed to put that video out, because everyone is not going to say to me like, yo Zach, you cannot push out the video because you don't even have the printer. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. I would say to these kind of brands, like, you cannot tell me what to do. I am making this video and I give my thoughts and ideas about the printer. I'm saying what I think, I say what I like, what I don't like, and I'm not affecting anybody with it, I think, so far. But I also make those videos to inform other people about a printer that is going to be released soon, and what my thoughts and ideas about the printer is going to be. As a small channel, 8,600 subscribers, I think is still small, but other people would say, hey, that's a pretty big channel. In some forms. No, I'm just considering myself as a smaller channel. I'm going to miss the normal play buttons that are like this. They are shrinking and getting smaller, and maybe you even have to pay in the future for those awards. Maybe I'm going to do something with that soon. 10,000. So yeah, I just give some head up for people that are interested in, hey, what is new? What is going to come? Hey, what does Zach think about it? Like a reaction channel. Or maybe like a reaction video. Not a channel, because I do more than only reacting to videos. Reacting to printers. The Positron is a great project. I made my own, simplified. Yeah, the 90 degrees is genius, so you can keep it compact, but the downside is that you have a tremendous force from the extruder to push out the filament through the hot end in that angle. And I also had a interview with the Nomad about that, and you know, having 90 degrees or a band of 90 degrees, so like a rounding, the rounding would have taken more space in the small, you know, footprint of the print head. Oh, thank you. That's the way it should be. That's why I watch your channel. Yeah, there are a lot of people having an opinion like, first I called it the Closer Look series, but how, yeah, back then when I started in 2020 with that kind of type of video, my English was not sufficient enough. Some people say like first look could be better one in place, but then people having the printer call it also first look on a type of 3D printer. So yeah, that was also not fitting. So last year I started to rename all the videos, all the titles, having over like 600 plus videos and going over all the titles. It's a big thing to do. I also need to go back into the comment section to react to all the comments, because I do want to leave a remark or react to or give a response to all the open comments. I'm sorry if you're still waiting on the comments from me. I'm sorry, a little backlog. But I mean, like, I thought like it's basically Zach reacting to a 3D printer, so let's call it Zach React. So if I get some air from a 3D printer that is going to be announced soon, and it falls into the consumer-based kind of 3D printer, which the RE1 Tinker X400 was on the edge, wasn't more professional. I also sometimes test with other printers as well, which I think could be for a consumer as well, that likes. I mean, think about it. The Bamboo X1C. A lot of brands or a lot of companies have this printer as well. So they are using it professionally. And now the X1E comes out, or is already out, I don't know. And it's more for businesses. I don't know if a business wants to buy a 3D printer that cannot be fixable. I don't know. I want to have a printer that is where you can do some maintenance on, because you don't want to throw away a 600, 700, 800 euro costing 3D printer to throw away because the pulleys are bad, for instance. And having some technical skills, I know how to solder, I know how to crimp wires, I know how to clean up some circuit board stuff like that. And if I don't have the skill yet or have a little know-how of, I don't mind to deep dive a little bit more into it to learn the skill as well, to help in the future Zach repair shop. Zachary, Zach 3D print repair shop, something like that. So yeah, Positron, great printer. I like it, but I have to be fully confident that the printer is working, because that printer I'm also going to take to my workspace, to my office, and use it there as well, because why not? Oh yeah, by the way, coming back to some big names promoting other channels and they leave others like you and myself out. I always try to find also small channels to also put people in that direction as well. That is, if I know the channel as a colleague, content creator, or fellow content creator, I always try to do that, because I know where I have been, how hard it was to get at this point, and you know, I always try to not miss out on the other creators as well on this platform. I'm not this kind of hateful guy that don't like other channels. And basic thing about 3D printer maintenance, I have this little catchphrase, a little song. Clean the bed, check the screws, lubricate the moving parts. And so far, nobody with a little bit of musical skill made a nice song out of it, or used the video that where I mentioned that and put it as a little, you know, thing on the internet. Missed opportunity, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, and then also trying to design stuff. The format of the videos for this year are going to be a little bit different than the ones from the past. I will try to do that. One of the biggest changes that I did was a little voiceover intro. I try to do that a little bit more, less face, less chit chat, and that's so hard for me. I do like to talk. I do like to. I can talk as much as I want to. We are now 48 minutes in the live stream, and I'm talking like crazy. Even during the 24-hour live stream, I kept talking. Some other people saying like, Zach, you are a madman. You keep talking all the time. I don't know how. I think somebody from E3D, she said to me like, I don't know how you manage to talk for 24 hours straight. I was like, yeah, I know. When I wasn't talking, I was eating or drinking. I had a few bathroom breaks. Yeah, I wasn't even tired after the 24-hour live stream, but for the formality, I went to my bed and I slept. I can remember we all promoted each other all the time, but now it seems if you don't line yourself, big knee. Yeah, you need to. Yeah. Yeah, I know somebody at Bamboo, and I don't mean the CEO, but I know a person. I had a great time with this person. Yeah, I know. You know what? This person is living within an hour away from me. So, yeah, I don't want to talk badly about Bamboo, but I don't I said to her like, you know, I don't know if Bamboo ever is going to change this, but they really have to do something about security on networks and stuff like that, because the brand that the company that I work for, I couldn't recommend Bamboo because I know the high standard of the company that I work for when it comes to cybersecurity. You do, the engineers are going to start with 3D printing. They are going to print some calibration cubes, some benches, some basic stuff in order to learn the printer. But then they are going to use it for higher engineering stuff. And you don't want servers to know what they are going to print. It's against the policy of the company that I work for. So, yeah, but you don't need to use Bamboo Studio in order to. No, if you send it to the printer or the printer is going to start, it's connected and sending the data over to the servers of Bamboo. It has been across the internet all the time. People are saying like, even when you are using the printer offline, it is connected. It is going to send those data to Bamboo. So I don't want to have that. It's my name at risk, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I do like to promote. So yeah. Can I view your channel? Let's see. So we are going to put somebody in the spotlight since the person is here anyways. So let's go to the display. Put my hat here as well. Hello. So this is I hope I pronounce it correctly. Dell's Logos 3D printing. Wait, let's do that like this. Hey, Paysafe from Fleet, how are you doing? Did I build a snowman? Did I build a snowman? Well, to be honest, I hate snow, But it would be a sad snowman anyways. It would be crying before it was built. But let's take a look at this guy's channel. It's at Derek Matthews. Cool name, by the way. He pushed out 136 videos. Channel started in 2008. Really? Wow. 4,050 subscribers. Dale, how are you doing? Have a nice 2025. Also to you, PC from Fleet. Oh, you also have a resin printer, I see. Here's my intro on my YouTube. Here's the intro of to my YouTube channel. A few time lapse that I have printed. Converting my DaVinci Pro 1.0. Cool. Oh, you have also Patreon. You have also buy me a coffee. Neptune for Max. So I can see here already this video is doing great. I think you still get views from this one. I like printing big stuff. No, wait. Wait. You are Jerry's guy with the big Hulk 3D printed? Oh. Really? Oh, cool. Nice. Just a second. I need to see if I can move this a little bit. Like, yeah. So, also keep an eye on the chat. Hey, 3D Mythic Vance, how are you doing, man? I just subscribed. Thanks for sharing. I'm always looking for more stuff because YouTube search always gives you bamboo stuff. Yeah. And you know what they say? Bamboos are eaten by pandas and red pandas. Oh, by the way, I did like the intro of that video from for Big Tree Tech. He's the Hulk guy. Yeah, the Hulk was huge. Cool. Nice. I would think I would get a load of subs from the Hulk and Iron Man, but it seems, yeah. Okay, so I don't want to sound like a YouTube education channel because my channel isn't that big either. But what I've learned in the last couple of months, basically, keywords like the tags that you have to put somewhere down in and during the uploading thing on YouTube, those don't count. But keywords and key phrases are very important. And if you want to know a keyword or key phrase, so a sentence where people are looking the most for, are more important than you think. Those keywords and key phrases you are going to put in your title, maybe in the thumbnail if needed, and also somewhere in the first 2-3 lines of your description from the video. And of course, make sure that those keywords also are said during the video, because YouTube finds those keywords and key phrases as well. Doing so will make your video do better. Which tools do I use for it? Well, I would say like, oh yeah, I'm using vidIQ. Yeah, I do use vidIQ as well. What I also want to know, I don't want to sound too cheesy, but there's this thing called ChatGPT. You can find keywords there as well. Try to find it. If you go to Trends, Google Trends, yeah, so this is in Dutch. I need to find the key phrases. Okay, no, I'm going to do it like I would do. So, the keywords for the Hulk, Bruce Banner, Gamma Radiation, Transformation, Avengers, Superhuman Strength, Rage, Green, Smash, Mutation, Scientist, Marvel Comics, Hero, Monster. Key phrases would be like the strongest Avenger, Hulk Smash, Punchy Man, Human, and some other here. Unchronable Rage. This is just an example, but this could be a way to find some keywords. If you're using the vidIQ, I don't know, because I stopped using Boost. Because just a moment, yeah, here. So this is a vidIQ tool. And so if you are thinking about things to make videos about within 3D printing, yeah, I'm going to give some secrets away. I'm sorry. I spoiled the beans, I guess. So here, customize idea. Enter a keyword our AI should use. Like this. So very high would be 3D printing the Hulk, bringing the Marvel character to life. Something like that. The view predictability would be very high. You can also 3D printing the Hulk, most powerful weapon. Does he need any weapons? And some other stuff. And so you are using some tools like vidIQ Boost. It's like 17 euros for my currency. That might help. Yeah. What I maybe I'm stumbling over my words. I'm sorry. What you maybe could do. I didn't watch the video, but I will be doing that later on, or maybe later this week. I'm subscribed, so I will see. But make it maybe in smaller parts, so you can try to. I want to say it correctly. What if you? I didn't see the video, huh? Oh wait. I would think. Oh no, that's still the thing that you wrote. PC for free, no problem, Dutch. Jose, how are you doing, man? Happy New Year to you too. All the best for 2025 to all of you. Sometimes, what I've learned also, the duration of the video isn't important, but as long as the duration meets up with the thing that you are doing. And I'm going to watch the video, like mentioned. But wait. Are you monetized? This is fellow content creator trying to help you out as well. So I want to be polite, helpful. This is not me. This is Derek. So I'm going to. Let's see. So I hope the music that I play is not going to. So, okay. So, what do you want to do with the video is try to, try to attract the people in the first, if possible, 10 to 15 seconds. So that they don't drop off in the first 30 seconds. So you want to hook them. I did logos or intros as well, but people don't care about intros. A good intro would be something that hooks the person that have to watch in order to see what is happening. So something that maybe happens by accident or you glued your fingers to a part, or the whole thing toppled over, something like that, as an early start, like how I got in this situation, you know, maybe something that meets up for the video as well. I'm going to watch the video. We are going to watch the video, but please promise me, because this is just one view, but later on try also to watch this video as well. You already subscribed maybe to the channel as well. Try to watch it in at another moment. So let's watch it. Is the video monetized? Hey Tunkai, how are you doing? Best wishes of 2024, man. Okay. Yeah, so I'm careful with the audio because some parts can be I don't know if he Derek used copyrighted music, or if he maybe paid already for it. I don't know. But I want to be careful with this. So if you don't hear any audio, there's a reason for that. So everybody on YouTube has their own style of making a video, and I want to respect that as well. So I want to be as polite as possible. I would say, instead of using music under the compilation of the whole assembly during the whole thing, which looks amazing. I don't know. I don't know what your goal was, Derek. But if you want to show and how people can do the same thing, there's a time span because between the the intro, the start of the video, and the part where we actually see things like the whole assembly of the thing, the gluing, the painting, the filling of the gaps. So there's a little lag standing right here as a comparison, I think, from the original model. I would say it's like 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. If you did a small intro, like, hey, I'm Derek and I'm building this huge Hulk that's even bigger than myself, or huge scale, maybe real life scale of the Hulk. If you want to imagine how big the Hulk is, now here you can see. Maybe show an afterwards picture how huge the model is itself, or maybe if it is a 2 or 3 part video series, standing next to the leg as a picture comparison, stuff like that. Yeah, that would be something. And then having the whole compilation, making some moving footage, some pictures, and then talk over it as a voiceover, something like that. So the video is a little bit shorter, because I also need to think about to make the videos as short as possible, but still delivering the same kind of message, because people have a small attention span. They click off very quickly if it is too long. Only they can only hang on for a while when the stuff that is brought by content creators is interesting enough. It's something I also had to learn over the years, and I'm still not there. But I see some amazing stuff, and so yeah, I feel that, you know, you spend so many time and hours on it, and also money in order to make the whole attention span. Yeah, so it's sad if you spend so much time, money on it, and then have just only 10 views, 15 views. It's yeah. Yeah, for example, this shorts part, you know, sitting next to it, or make some crazy kind of pictures that are maybe a discussion making free, stuff like that. Wow. Whew. Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Is the Hulk standing on a toy? I get that it's very frustrating, but also believes you should make the content because you enjoy the content. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, on that topic, it's good that you say that. Yeah, of course, you can do whatever you like. You can have the original thing that you wanted to do for people who really want to have it as a dedicated video, stuff like that. It was on a toy, yeah. Yeah, but here you can see the true scale of how big it is. And also here, the comparison. Or just make a thumbnail only with this part, you know, and try to blur this one out. I made a huge scale of the Hulk, something like that. And then coming back from the thumbnail and saying like, no, I said I make a huge scale, and then showing the bigger part. And stuff like here, the filling, you know, having a small close up and then going backwards, and then make it even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so that people see like, holy shit, this is huge. Or close up from the face, like very pointy on the nose, you know, something like that, or on the mouth. Yeah, it is cool. Like it. Is somebody holding it, or is it just in balance? Yeah, so what I'm doing, I'm going over it with the point arrow keys, and it's just 5 seconds later. Because the whole thing I'm going to watch some other time. Wow. It's cool. Yeah, but a little joke like that, you know, once things get really small or really big, it's hard to show the scale of things. You should always use a banana for scale. You can also do that, you know, and then have a banana next to it, and then banana for scale, or for scale, and then zoom it out. I mean, like the Hulk can have a banana sitting right over here, I think, or you know this very expensive painting with a banana used with duct tape to paint to attach to a canvas. You know, you could also do something like that if you trust the paint job, that you can put the banana on there. Yeah, I mean like 33 months and 53 rolls of filament. Wow. Yeah, it's mess. You know, I'm not going to judge anything of the videos that you or this video that you did, because I saw some other stuff here. I mean, this video has a more than 100% outlier score, which says that this video is doing very well. But then the other 8 months, nothing after that. So for YouTube, it's very important to be consistent. If you really want to do something with YouTube, try to push out every month or every 2 weeks out a video. Work on the next video, or record a whole series of videos and then cut them into smaller parts and then upload them on YouTube, so that you have a, you know, bulk session, stuff like that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. You can also use painter's tape. It's not that adhesive to the paint, so you can easily remove it without ripping the paint of the model. That would be terrible. Um, but yeah, something like that. And there's nothing wrong with also try to, because I'm scrolling here also through the other videos that you have. It's also not a bad idea to sometimes uh, test out some other thumbnails as well. These videos seems to be doing well. 3K views 3 years ago, 1.7K. The Creality and a 3XL. Wow. Six years ago? Man, that was even before I got my 3D printer. Dude, you are longer on YouTube than I am. A lot of jokes on there. I can imagine. Shaq for scale. And Shaq is already big. No, if I mean if you're doing YouTube as a thing next to your normal day job or a thing you do during the day, um, and don't care that much about YouTube, totally fine. But if you want to take YouTube a little bit more serious and make some nice side hustle money out of it, like I earned almost like 400 euros last month, and I will receive it end of January. Is your channel monetized? Because I cannot see it here. No, at least not really. In the meantime, I'm going downstairs, grab a little beer, and I will be right back. Just a second. So, I'm back. I'm back with a beer. Yeah, but I have never got any money from it. From any YouTube video? So if you... Now, I don't know if I can show that. So this is a little insight for people serious about YouTube. Studio. I'm not going to show all of the things. Do you have a Google Ads account? Let's see. Let's see. Now that's awesome. Awesome to hear. You deserve it, Slugger. Bring us some too. Yeah, I've got this. So yeah, I'm not really sure if I can. So go to your YouTube studio and tell me, or are you on Twitter? Yeah, I totally agree as well. Hey, Fotahenema, how are you doing, Anna? Finally, a minute of rest. Oh, wow, thank you. Checking my presence on YouTube next year. I will be on YouTube for 20 years. Wow. Oh, I am also on YouTube since 2005, 2006. So I am from the early days YouTube, but I really was... I wanted to make a YouTube channel for a long while, like, passive income of... I always saw it as a passive way of income, but I never really thought doing 3D printing on YouTube. I have heard about 3D printing since 2011. Should have also started with 3D printing back then. But I was going to some places and said, those kind of people said, like, earning money isn't a thing of God. Anyways, I'm not going to say that out loud. Yeah. The love of money is root of all evil, they say. Anyways, so I started with 3D printing in 2018. 2019, I finally pulled the plug and I said to myself, I want to start a YouTube channel. On what? Tech? Gaming? 3D printing? Some other BS to do on YouTube? No. So I had a channel with different kind of things, and then I split the channel in 3 or 4 separate parts. Which one was Zachary 3D Prints? Because I found the name very, catchy, like Zachary 3D Prints. You know how Grammarly every single time tried to correct what I was typing, and I was like, no, Zachary 3D Prints. Because print, prints. Actively print. Yeah, my printers are not printing. But if I'm printing, like, for me, it's, Zachary prints something. Make sense? Yeah, I'm this type of guy that likes little word jokes kind of thing. May I? Nicely said. Nicely said. I hate money too, yeah. One time, some guy in the office said, I don't like money. I said, I have a hungry bank account. Should I give it to you? He never ever said it again. It was a terrible joke. So, Derek, are you on your YouTube studio currently? Go to earn, and on overview, you have something. Yeah, currently I'm having here. You are a YouTube partner because I'm in the YPP program. But everything is set up. You need to have an AdSense for YouTube. Did you send me something? No, you don't. You didn't. No. I see this little button here, like leave the YouTube partner program. Once you leave, you will lose access to all benefits. Why is there even a button with leave on it? This makes no sense. So anyone here has crypto? Yeah, crypto. I was doing Bitcoin in 2013 when it was around the 400, 500 USD per Bitcoin, and people saying like, Zach, you don't want to do that. It's all scam. It's not real money. And those same people said when it was at 75,000 USD, oh, Zach, do you still do crypto? I was like, no. Why? Yeah, because now it's currently at 75,000. Yeah, I don't have any crypto. I don't have any Bitcoin because you all told me not to do that because it was all big scam. Oh, why did you listen to us? Back then I was like, one Bitcoin, 500 euros? That's a lot of money. But then investing it in something that's unknown, what it is going to do in the future. It can, the thing is with risk, it can go to the different directions. It can go badly, and you say like, I'm sorry, you were right. Or going in the other direction, and you can say, I told you so. My wife said a few months ago to me, I should listen more to you, what you say, because most of the times you are right. I was like, sorry, what did you say? Yeah, but first Vice, if people tell you to get in, yeah, let's say it like this. Everything you do where risk is going to be around the corner, it's always a risk, whether you want to take that risk or not. You can go for the safe side and be in a comfort zone all your life, and you will have a normal life like everybody else. Stay within the matrix and do what everybody does in the matrix. What you can also do, you can step out the comfort zone and do and learn from it. Because during our lives as a kid, we always take risks and try to obey sometimes, try not to obey sometimes. Sometimes we are doing things that our parents don't always agree with, and we get punished for that. But sometimes we also do learn from that without our parents telling us, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. No, we learned that it was not okay to put your wet fingers into a power socket or play with a screwdriver around electrical sockets because, it's going to happen sometime. Hey, Montana Maker, how are you doing? My wife never admit. Yeah. Sometimes we do need to do what guys need to do with... Never mind. We are talking about 3D printing and crypto. Taking risks. I'm not taking any risk at this moment. Bye. You need a recording of that, Zach. Maybe you're right. The thing is, life is always, you can stay in your comfort zone or you can take some risks. If you never try something out, you will never know if it is going to work, yes or no. And sometimes it's good to take a risk, or else you never learn something new, right? I hear a lot of people always saying like, I should have started with YouTube years ago. I'm also one of those people like, I should have started YouTube in 2013 or 2014. I started with YouTube 2019. But then, like, yeah, but those days were better. I can remember it didn't matter which kind of title or thumbnail you had in 2019 or 2020 because you get a lot of views. Nowadays, one of the oldest videos for me removing supports is one of the most viewed video. No decent thumbnail, no decent title, and it's still doing well because it has already the traction, so people still watching that video as well. But the newer videos, you need to think about the right title, the best looking thumbnail. Oh my gosh, I'm not Netflix. Hey Zach, did you buy Prusa MK4? No, I didn't. That's a verse for in a very long time. Yeah, might be. Anything you are really interested in? Yes, Montana Maker. I'm very much interested in doing some crazy stuff this year. If you missed it, and also for the people who dropped in later on during the stream, I had some, Monster energy drinks yesterday evening. I already had some plans for 2025, and some other ideas popped up when I was trying to sleep. Drinking a Monster in after, 12 o'clock p.m. in the night. Or is it a.m.? Past Meridian. Uh, what's the other one? I don't know. So yesterday, like the last couple of 2 weeks, when my son was here, I was playing Minecraft almost every evening till late. Yeah, I was. So basically, I was playing Minecraft the whole time. I am a monster. I know. Hey, Matt German, how are you doing? Wie geht's dir? Um, so I was I was drinking the last can of Monster yesterday evening, and I was like, should I be doing this? Ah, well, who cares? Who cares? And at 2 a.m. I went to bed. I I was on my phone for I think 30 minutes. So after 2 a.m. I was still on my phone. So it was closer to 3 o'clock. And then I was like, yeah, I feel my eyes getting tired. So I turn, put my phone away, put my glasses away. Then I was laying there with my eyes closed because it's dark. So yeah, trying to get some sleep. I was turning on my right side, turning on my left side. And then my mind started popping in. Oh, Zach, maybe you should do a 3D printer repair shop. Huh. Oh, you can do business to business kind of deals with companies sending you products so you can use them for replacement parts. Oh, yeah. How fast can I ship that? Stuff like that. My mind was going haywire on ideas, stuff to do. Oh yeah, I have also STL Flicks. Oh, I need to find a filament supplier where I can, buy in bulk without spending too much money. But where do I get the money from? Oh yeah, I'm going to. I have some crazy ideas for videos for the next couple of months. Oh yeah, I can do this. I can do that. And my mind was going haywire all the time. Yeah, Zach on monster steroids. So, is it good to drink Monster very late in the evening? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I was I was uh I was trying to fall asleep. I think it was 4 a.m. before I saw the clock the last time. The first time that I saw the clock was like 9:30ish kind of thing. It's the weekend. I went to bed to 5:30. So that's late. What have you been doing, PC from Fleet? Playing Minecraft as well. Why not? No, Minecraft are those video games you can spend hours in it without noticing that it is early in the morning or late in the evening. I had to bing the last season of Yellowstone. Oh, you are bing watching. Have a pen and notebook on your nightstand. No, that's the funny part. When I was thinking all of that, I was like, maybe I should write that down, all those ideas. No, I'm awake, so I will remember that tomorrow morning. It's not like a dream, Like first, when you get up, you still remember the dream vaguely, and then 5 minutes later, you already forgot most of the things of the dream. Without even telling people about it. So yeah, I was thinking like, okay, so I told my wife about the ideas or that I had those monster thing going on, and I said I had some crazy ideas, like mind. Where are the where are those ideas? I was like, Oh yeah, 3D print repair shop. Yeah, I'm putting some business cards everywhere around the city, you know. Maybe not as Zachary 3D prints, but rebrand or having different kind of brand that is not attached to Zachary 3D prints, but more like Zach 3D print repair shop or something like that. Or your place, like catchphrase, like your place for your 3D prints and your 3D printer repairs. Something like that. Yeah, cricket sounds. Like, find, hello, hello, is somebody there? Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But I do remember all the things again. But at the moment that, like, this other male thing, like, hey, get up, get to work, stuff to do. How's Dil Mac 3D doing? I'm at German. How are you? Like said, in 24-hour live stream, I can talk a lot. Let alone a almost 2-hour live stream. I'm still talking. I didn't do anything. Lazy Sunday? Yeah, I'm sitting here doing nothing except for talking a lot. Is Derek still in the chat? Did he fall off his chair, or is he working on his AdSense account from Google? Because if you want to have a monetized YouTube channel and you are eligible to earn money, so you made you have more than 1,000 subscribers and more than 4,000 hours of watch time last 365 days, you get an email from Google saying like, hey, you're eligible for now get your channel monetized. And if you want to help, if you want to get some help out of with this, please hit me up on Twitter or on Facebook, Zachary Bergen. No, Zachary 3D Prints. You can find me on basically all socials, or maybe through email, Zachary at Zachary3dprints.com. Yes, I do have an official site as well. Nobody knows about it. Let's keep it that way. Don't do a peekaboo there, because you find the PC from Fleet Crickets there. I still need to work on that website as well. But I think if I want to do a 3D print repair shop, and a print farm, of course, I think I need to go to the Chamber of Commerce again and register a new company under that name, so that I can actually do business on that name. Because Zachary 3D Prints is basically online content, designing, stuff like that, everything that happens online, and nothing physical, not as products, stuff like that. So I do have a VAT number. I just figured it out 2-3 weeks ago. So I have it printed as a nice template. So every single time that I have to do the tax, I have to look on the left side and I see the number. I know where to find it. I need to get into the business side of things instead of only the YouTube side, because I don't really buy and sell stuff. So for me, every single year for the tax, the income tax, it's very simple and easy. The only thing that you need to do, according to the Dutch law, because I don't buy and sell, but only get money, my accountant said, Zach, listen, you earn money with YouTube. Everything you buy, yeah, if you buy more than you have income from YouTube. If it is more, then you don't have to write anything. But if you earn a lot but spend little, then everything that is the difference between those two, you have to write down. So every year it's even or even more. Especially with the trips that I make, like one trip is easily 12 till 1400 euros per trip. So yeah. You can register handelsnamen online. Yeah, but I need to check with the Chamber of Commerce about that. But also set up a bank account with that name, and I was also, I've got the mobile phone, but if people or if customers are going to call, I want to have a separate phone for that. If somebody is going to scam or do something, I want to have a separate phone number. I don't want to have my phone number everywhere. It's going to happen anyways, I guess. But not my private. That's the point where you have to split the private with the business. You don't want to have those things mixed up. It's not that time anymore. I have to grab the cow or the bull by the horns and drink Monster in between. Ha. Something like that. And I was also thinking during the Monster session, I'm going to call it the Monster Tank session or something like that. Maybe it's my elixir for that. Maybe I have to drink more Monster. Yes, that is good practice. Yeah. So I was also thinking about it to work with PCB Way and make some cool little toys, 3D printed with some screws and fasteners and a PCB board and some motors, stuff like that, to make cool little things that people can buy online as a little kit and then brand it with my, YouTube channel on it and sell it online. Would be something. Okay. Somebody said something to me, so I know that somebody is somebody. Have a good lazy Sunday. Yeah, it's too rainy outside. I was thinking yesterday about doing some leaf blowing and get the terrace and the front yard all nice and clean before the wet snow came, but I was too late for that. I had some other plans. Accepteren. Hey, Steph! How are you doing, man? Happy New Year to you, too. Of course, the best wishes for 2025. 2025 is going to be a disastrous year according to some people online. But hey, no, what they say online, not everything what they say is true. But I'm also online. Anyways, I would say 2025 is going to be a banger of a year. Amazing things is going to happen. Why? Because it is a quarter of the first century. Of course. We are 25 years in the millennium. Yeah, cool. Ik ben van Nederland, jongen. Hi there. All happy new year and the best wishes for the coming years. Coming years? Yeah, you're saying you're not going to see 2026? You are going to see 2026, Steph. Come on. We are going to be positive. In the meantime, I'm also helping Derek so that his channel is also monetized as well. Because, you know, it's a pain to see that people are monetized or have the ability to monetize their channel but don't get any money. The best thing is to see ads on your own videos. I know people always skip ads. I also do that sometimes. But you know, it's a source of income for the ones that are running the channel. I mean, without ads, no YouTube. No YouTube, no content creators. And no help as well. Or laughter or some emotional things going on or some educational stuff going on or I don't know. Also the rest of life. I also like that. I was thinking about Germany because of the accent. No. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm yeah. You know the 3D print bunny, 3D printing bunny. She said to me because she's from officially from the UK. Her daughter. I'm going to. I'm going to do something with. No, that sounds really bad if I'm going to say it like that. Because I met her, the daughter of 3D Print Bunny. Very cool girl. Amazing. She also makes models as well. And I did print some models in the past from her. And I'm going to do that in the future as well. But the 3D Print Bunny, she said to me that my English was nice. Was great. She couldn't tell that I was from the Netherlands. Yeah, so sometimes I don't know the correct words, and sometimes I see also some other videos, and I'm like, I could have said that differently. But then for every age group, so teenagers, young adults, adults, everyone understands what I'm saying. And if it is not good enough, so be it. So I'm helping Derek out to get his channel monetized. Come on. Yeah. So I'm trying my best. Sometimes I have some stumbling over some new words. Let's say it like this. Yeah. Sometimes when I see my older videos, like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm like, dude, serious. Oh, nice. Thank you. Mm, we are always learning. And when I started with 3D printing, I started as a basic noob, and I only pushed out videos from the things I knew for certain how I, as Zachary, would solve an issue. And like some other 3D print channels do that, they say like, I, I think that one or two people I have heard saying like, I'm not watching other YouTube channels about 3D printing. The same thing I do as well. There are not much YouTube channels that I watch. Teaching Tech, I watch Make Muse, 3D Printing Nerd, Jerry's live streams. I'm always always try to be there. Not that I can always do that. I hope this coming Saturday I will be there. Yeah, my son was here. I was spending time with him because he's now back to Germany again. Um, so yeah, I'm going to focus now more on 3D printing content. There are some things that I'm going to do. I'm going to do to upgrade this printer. One of the upgrades is standing on top of it. I hope to work with Big 3 Tech in order to get the other stuff to actually improve the printer even more. I had this crazy idea. I don't know how crazy it would be, but maybe I will damage my printer in the process. That's a risk I want to take, maybe. I don't know. Also, the small Easy Treat X or the K9. It's not a dog, but I am thinking about to do also content about that printer as well. Of course, the Voron V0.2 from LDO. I'm going to do a live streams with that printer. I still need to finish the review about the Creality Ender 3 Plus V3 Plus. Yeah, this big LDO resin printer. There are so many things that I sometimes don't know where to start, and there are more and more channels doing about basic stuff and learning about 3D printing on YouTube. I may be thinking about it to actually use printing as a tool or printers as a tool and less tutorials, how to's and stuff like that. But maybe it's just a thing. Aw, that's nice, man. I always put you on while I'm working in my little workshop. It's nice having company like minds. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes during editing, it's hard to put a video on, especially live streams, because sometimes I'm doing the last editings on the video for Friday, and then Thursday evening live stream from Polymaker comes up, and I'm listening to the live stream of Polymaker and also listening to my video editing. It's not a combination you want to have. Sorry, what? What? So currently 2 hours and 9 minutes in the live stream. 0 drop frames. Pushing out the stream at 10,359 kilobit per second. So that's good, I guess. 60 frames per second, dudes, guys, people. That's nice. So this coming year, I'm going to go to Remerve again, because oh my god, it's so amazing. I try to see if it is possible to go actually also to Starbase, Texas. I really want to go there. Dang it. I saw the price of a plane ticket, like 1,500 euros. Oh my gosh. Somebody do something about the price. Yeah. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff. Also, I posted 2 videos about my PC, and those are being watched as well. So maybe I'll also push out some PC related videos entangled with 3D printing. I also need to check with Raspberry Pi to get my hands on a Raspberry Pi 5 and make some content around that as well. I want to make my studio more advanced and see if there are some things possible. And I am going to move my studio to the attic. I was thinking about that. But then today I was standing in the attic and I was like, it doesn't look that big. Yeah. So I was also testing out the VPS data flexible build plates, the G10 build plates. Yeah. After the 24-hour live stream, they reached out to me. They said, like, Zach, we think you did an amazing job there. Here's some credit. Order something and we will ship it to you. And I was like, oh, cool. So for my QD tag, I had this build plate. I never ever had this problem where the adhesion was so adhesive that it ripped the the surface off. Yeah, it's more like that people having bad adhesion problems. No, I have great adhesion issue here. So I swapped the plate differently, but since then I never really used the QD Tech anymore. It was my favorite printer, but after this issue, I was like, nope. I was sad. I was like, no, my darling. It's ripped a hole in my heart as well. This was ABS. ABS was thinking like, I'm going to warp. No, you're not going to. Yeah, so it ripped. So VPS data, I ordered this build plate. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it because for me it looks like it's a sticker that I need to peel off. So when I use one on the Bamboo Labs, I was looking for where the thing was, like this little plastic film that's over it that you need to take off. But then I was like, yeah, but I see here this engraving, so it says that this is the actual print surface. So I need to slide into the DMs. I always like to say slide into the DMs. Sounds like you really are doing something not appropriate. But yeah. So this is the build plate. I really need to know how I can use it. If I need to apply something like glue stick or some other adhesive material, because this is very, very smooth. I did do some prints on it. One of them is this shroud for the Voron V0.2. It does look very shiny, as you can see. Very glassy look like. Yeah. Yeah. Were you not also one of the winners? What did you win, Jose? But in the process, this is ABS, so it started to warp, and yeah, it's. What did you win? I think you won something from E3D, right? Because on, I think, 2 days after the giveaway live stream, I was sending out all mails to the brands and also to the winners. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you did win also the G10 build plate. You are located where? US? Portugal. Yeah, there were some little issues. Also, the winner of the polymaker filament, he also he had also some issues. were you already in contact with VPS data? I mean, in my honest opinion, huh, the live stream was end of November. I was making sure that it was before I was going to Smurf. So we are now 5-6 weeks later. It should be already with you. And I mean, the package is a very visible package. It's 3D printed package. Haven't complained yet. Yeah, but I'm going to reach out to them because I don't like it if my viewers, my customers are waiting for something that they won but still didn't receive. Oh, you ordered on the 7th December. Yeah, with the holidays, I would say like... Okay, I would say to you, wait until the last... Wait another 2 weeks. Ah, that's good that you are patient. I was also patient. I won the Saturn Ultra 4K. The Saturn 4 Ultra. I won at Remurf 2024. I think end of April. I had to wait until October. Was crazy. So yeah, I also was very patient, but every single time when I saw on Twitter something posted by Elegoo about that printer, I was saying like, I'm still waiting on mine. I'm very patient. I always make sure that people will know me. Yeah. No, but the thing was, I also... my contact person back then, very cute Asian girl, she said to me, I could go for the Saturn 4, but I said, no, I want the Ultra. I want to have the Ultra. Non-stick! Happy New Year, bro! Oh, by the way, if you are a Patreon supporter or a YouTube channel member, your name is going to be 3D printed and is going to the wall. I'm going to put your all on the wall. No, I really want to do something more with my supporters that pay money for it. I have to jet. Have a good day for the rest of the day. Good rest of your day. Okay. So Montana Maker, you are also going to be on the wall. Finally got home. Wait, what? Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. That's cool. Oh, long day church. Okay. I thought that other thing. Man, that's a long time. Woo! I was the 24th going to the church where my wife goes to and my oldest daughter. No. Church going is not my thing anymore. Not like it used to be. Too many things happened. Let's say it like that. The other thing. Good to see you, man. Yeah, like mentioned earlier on the stream, it has been way too long. And the last stream was the 24-hour live stream. So maybe I streamed for the couple of other Fridays after that. Something like that. To make it up or something. I don't know. I go for the people. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things that I don't want to say afraid of, but knew that was going to happen eventually, you know. Hey, Luke. Oh, that Luke. Okay. The guy with the long hair. Cool. The flight was great. I hung out with John from Proper Printing. Amazing dude. Just cool. We were at the same flight going from Amsterdam to Manchester, but also from Manchester back to the Netherlands again. Yeah. No, yeah, it's a shame that we didn't win the Mark 4S, but on the other hand, I have the opportunity to buy it myself if I want to. But of course, with the money that I'm now saving, so the payment from December is going to be end of November. I need to wait till end of February in order to make sure that I'm going to pay for to have enough to buy it. And then the wait needs to. Then I need to wait until I can get it. I'm going for the kit version. Of course, that is going to be streamed. And we are going to have a lot of fun. Also, if people want to donate, it's also fine. I'm not going to stop anybody. Of course, using PayPal would be way worse. No, I'm not going to beg for money. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, I guess. No. Bit early for a beer, isn't it, Zach? What do you mean? It's never too late for a beer, but somewhere it's evening, so yeah, it's always some time. Huh. I think for this year I'll stay longer if it's Manchester again. I mean, at first I thought like, oh, great, Manchester. Then I saw the prices of the hotels and I was like, oh, shit. Those hotels are expensive. But then, being there, I was like, airport is like in 30 minutes drive. You can walk from the hotel to the event. and like things like restaurants, stuff like that. Everything close by. There are some nice hangouts during those days. I'm like, this coming year, I think they are going for 2026 February. It's fine for me. I really would like to go back to Manchester again. Ah, nice. Cool. I would like to see you, Jose. I mean, like, from my hotel, we were not in the hotel where most of the other people were, but still, for us, we came out of our hotel, we went right, and just 7 minute walk, and we were there. 7 minutes. It was super close. And our hotel did have the lobby, but it was like underground, 1 floor lower. And breakfast was like, yeah, a little bit. So the Belgium and we went to the other hotel, I think every single other evening. And people were still hanging out there as well, so it was amazing. And we went to the chicken place. I already lost the name. Yeah, I lost the name. Wow. Yeah, that was a really good place to go. I mean, we ate there, I think on the Friday evening we ate there. We went there on Saturday and even Sunday. We went there 3 days. It was like, I don't want to say like KFC kind of chicken place, but it was great for the money. It was great. Yeah, I mean the venue was perfect. Though I need to say that on the left side from the entrance, after a certain time, the lights on the side where E3D and Smurf were sitting was getting dark. So maybe they should work on that for the next time, that there's more lighting. And the other side was nice as well. I still don't know what happened to the stuff from the next layer, Jonathan, because on the piece of paper was written "lost in transit" or "lost in transport," but he crossed it and he wrote there "lost in packaging" or unpacking. So I think during the storage of the material, his stuff got stolen, maybe. Bird of Prey, yeah, that was it. When the Belgium and I were sitting there on Friday, David from the 3D printing nerd, he was sitting there, and also the PR person from Bamboo Labs was also there, Nadia. Very, very nice. So yeah, we had some amazing time. Also, the prices of those dishes were not that expensive, and the food was nice. Yeah, yeah, because we were sitting in a different hotel than anybody else. I think maybe two guys were there as well in our hotel, but like 450. Yeah, maybe next time spending a little bit more, like €100 more, wouldn't be that terrible. But yeah, I can imagine that hotel was. I mean, like the hotel was nice. I had nice conversations with the Belgian. It was cool. I think the trick is to book the hotel the moment Smurf is announced. Okay. Yeah, it's also you mentioned pounds, so I don't know the currency for the rooms to euros. But did you have a single bedroom? Because we had a double bedroom, 2 person. I was spending the room again with the Belgian. Amazing dude. Yeah, we paid like €30 more. Was double with another single bed in it for some reason. Yeah, they seems to do that. When I was at all the trips from for the US, except for the one that I shared a room with Sam Prentice, every single room I booked was always a room. Even though I booked it for 1 person, it was a king size bed, and I'm like, oh, maybe the next time I can book the same kind of hotel room and go there with 2 people. Who's going to notice? Huh, yeah, the only thing that you notice is the price tag for your on your bank account. In a little over 20 minutes, I'm going to end this live stream. So I'm not going to do a 24-hour live stream today because tomorrow I need to work. I was not feeling very well Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I had a little flu or virus. Very terrible headache, fever, like 38.9 degrees. I was also laying in bed for a long while. I was feeling terrible. So yeah, Monday, new week, new start. And I'm going to have some fun on my work. I'm going to work on videos as well. This Monday, this coming Wednesday video, one of the last videos of Smurf 2024 is going to come out. I had an interview with James Bruton. I didn't know it. I knew that it was a big channel, but like 1.6 million subscribers as a small YouTube creator. So that video is going to come out. It's about the screw bike that he had there. Video is all ready to be published. I hope that the video is doing well, because I had the idea that the microphone was switched on but not communicating with my my side of the microphone set. I don't know. So then I'm going to do a small video about Smurf, going to Smurf, the things I saw, a little recap video. And then that was it for Smurf 2024 videos. I think I pushed out 7-8 videos then. But the one about the big 3Tech products did do amazing. 1.7 thousand views in 1 hour. It was a banger. I was like, what? No way. And still now, I think maybe 20,000 views as of speaking now. Yeah. Yeah, 19.5k views, so almost 20,000 views in 16 days and 1 hour. And also use the vidIQ tool and also ChatGPT to get the best possible title. I don't want to say what else? And try to figure out what works the best, how to make the video, stuff like that. It's also not that long of a video, but it's doing well. Yeah, and YouTube Shorts, I'm looking over it. Most of the videos are just hanging around between the 120 views and 600 views. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to push out any videos. YouTube Shorts, that is. So this coming Friday, I will be not doing any live stream. Therefore, I'm doing this live stream. Yeah. SpaceX. If there is something Zach would like to watch, space-related stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm a nerd. I do like tech. I do like space-related topics. I like science. I like quantum physics as well. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry. Hey, Mike Jones. Hey Zach, what's up? Miss you on Friday. Had a lot of 3D printing on my mind. Ooh, did you? Cool. Yeah. I didn't do any live stream last couple of 2 weeks because my son was here, and I also want to spend some time with him. Even though he's 19, we played a lot of Minecraft, and Minecraft can be very cool. It's a game that is not boring at all, but if you want to accomplish some things, especially mining some stuff and other things, it will take some time. So some things are a little bit more boring than normal, but when it works, and it's a lot of fun. When it is boring, it is a lot of fun. Did I really say that in the same sentence? Oh my gosh. Zach, that's terrible. So yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like playing with my son, having the same kind of mindset, I guess. That can be a lot of fun. So yeah, he's back. He also plans out to move out of the mother's house and live on his own. And he said that if I'm going to do that, I'm going to start also a YouTube channel. It's in the family, I guess. And he's going to do Minecraft videos on Java. So that's going to be amazing, I guess. Sounds cool, like fun. Yeah. Hey, Dreams Void popping in to say hi. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, man. I love you too. Ah, I remember showing my dad Command and Conquer. He wasn't into it. Yeah, we have all those kind of things, you know. Can imagine, Mike. I say like things like Minecraft, even though it's like a sandbox game. Yeah, it's if you are like a 46-year-old guy, I even know older people still playing video games. There's nothing wrong with that. Minecraft, you can put hours in it and still didn't finish the building that you're building. And I'm not playing like in creative mode. I'm playing in survival mode. So every single block that you want for your building or the thing that you are building, you still need to find, gather it in order to get it to work. Just for example, glass you only can get by melting sand. Where do you get sand? From beaches or from deserts. So we had this little thing going on in the desert, 17,000 blocks in the direction, and then have to mine everything with shovels. Huh. And play games. Nothing wrong with that. My son has an idea about how the base should look like. The first objective was digging a hole 160 blocks wide, all from level, what was it? Like 70, like height 72, all the way down to minus 59. And that took a long while to all dig out. At first, having big holes and stuff like that was very easy to do. But then all the layers getting more massive and more, intensive. So it took a long while, a lot of chests to put all the blocks into. But we managed. And now he said, now comes the other part. Now we need to fill it up with the structure, the design. So concrete blocks, dyeing it purple, purple carpets, torches. So imagine one layer of stones or any blocks 20,736 blocks, something like that. Also placing that much torches. So every single time you need to think about this number in order to make one layer. And he wanted to do this little kind of fog effect. So if you look at it, you have this little like fog kind of thing. Just kidding. Did he reach Australia? I don't know. But it was 3-4 layers above the last layer of bedrock. Oh man, tell me about it. I spent my many years living in my mom's basement playing MMOs before I stepped out. Was obsessed with online existence. But real life, it's making comeback for me. Yeah, I can imagine that. But I mean, like, it's a lot of fun. I think last year he bought the PlayStation 5 and we played GTA 5 or GTA Online basically. And I know from GTA, once you have reached everything and you can buy whatever you want, I didn't really like heist or doing heist. I was like, you really like playing GTA? I mean, there is a certain point that, you know, it's not interesting anymore. But if you want to play GTA, fine, go ahead. Last couple of months, I heard him talking about it like, I'm going to do the Perico heist for another time and another time. I can almost do it with my eyes closed, he said one time. Sometimes he has to play it with some other people in order to get things more efficiently done. Only to get money and then buy stuff. And I had my office garage filled with cars that I could sell for 1.7 million or 1.9 million and then buy some other stuff when it came out. So for me, it was just, you know, fooling around, just playing and nothing really spectacular. And I was like more into Minecraft. And I said, don't you want to play Minecraft? No, he didn't want to do it. So a few weeks ago, I think in October, he said to me, yeah, let's play Minecraft. And I was like, sure, let's do that. Now we have this base and the thing and all ideas here. You know, when you finish a building or finish a build, you start something new or something else, you know, and you keep going. It's not going to be boring. There's a real universe to explore. It's the way you look at it. Yeah, of course. Fake aliens or give 50 to a mission that will give us pictures or real ones. Yeah, exactly. Casey Woods, do you think the last Bamboo Lab on the latest Bamboo Lab? What do I think about the latest Bamboo Labs? I think you mean the H2O or the latest one that they teased about. I don't know. I think it's more a business kind of printer from them. They said it's leaked, but I think okay, Casey, let's say it like this. I saw the post passing by in December and leaked, but I saw which kind of details were visible, and according to the internet, it was because Skyrim, just also one of a cool game, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. Love it. I really want to play that one, continue playing that one. But I saw those leaked pictures and I was like, no. I think, in my honest opinion, I think because Bamboo did delay and they couldn't catch up before the year ends, because they want to make sure that once they release a product that nobody is going to complain about faulty wires, some bad soldering, or other stuff that could go wrong on a machine that is already in production and people are having issues with it. They don't want to have that again. So therefore, they leaked this information so that people are getting hyped and not spending money on the new Prusa Core 1, for example. That's what I think. But so far, from what I have seen, of course, bigger size 3D printer, Core XY, having also an AMS unit on it. Amazing. Nice, but without further details, I cannot really tell much about it. Price-wise, I think this is more a professional, semi-professional kind of 3D printer, more focused on businesses. From what I have seen, how the printer looks like, that could be a business kind of printer, because consumers are buying more like these ones, I mean, or the A1 or A1 Mini. Nice 3D printer though, but I'm saving now money up. I can buy maybe 3 A1 Minis or 2 A1 Minis with combo with an AMS light, but I don't want to do that. I see them as an educational tool, things practice before. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, all games fail in the end because they are just copying the game of life. Yeah. I was thinking about what now. Minecraft is a huge box game or sandbox game. I would like to see a Minecraft version where everything looks like real life. So grass, sand, trees, stuff like that. So not the block version, but the more realistic version. And then still doing the things that you would normally do in Minecraft, but then in higher renders. Well, that being said, I see the value in virtual experience that can... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mike, that could be the case. But we only know when we make games or simulations where in the simulation they make a simulation. Yeah, I will jump in. I was in the early stages that I was having this other channel, YouTube, ZHT Media, Zachary High Tech YouTube channel. I was at Guerrilla Games, and if you don't know Guerrilla Games, they are the makers of Horizon Zero Dawn and now also Horizon Forbidden West. I had a talk with one of the AI developers of that game, but they were very secretly working also on Forbidden West. And he asked me, what would you like to see in the next Horizon game? And I said, I always marveled how well this game looks like. I was talking about Zero Dawn. I have an amazing VR headset. I have this amazing game, but I cannot combine the two together. How hard is it to see through the eyes of Aloy the whole world she is seeing? As a gamer, you know, that would be amazing. I said it many times, and I said I wish there was a VR option. You can play it as a normal game, you can play it as a VR game. I think it's not that hard. The engine that they were running, they made it like that it didn't took that much computing power of the PlayStation 4 at that moment. Because where she is looking, only that part is being rendered, not everything that's on her back. Something like that. But they take it in consideration because there is now also for the Forbidden West, there's also a VR mission kind of thing. So yeah, hey, Credit Games, there you go. You have a VR game thanks to my, ideas. Thanks for asking. Thanks you for sending me the package. I have a PlayStation 5. I don't have a VR. I don't have the game. I do have Forbidden West though. Off Access. Hey, Off Access, how are you doing? What's the price of the new Prusa? I think I have a half a kidney. I think I do breathe as a maybe half of the left lung. How many chambers have a heart? 2, right? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Also some brain tissue, yeah. Right? Brain tissue? Oh yeah, and I was also going to a special bank for guys. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, sometimes I faint as well for some blood as well. No, I'm earning my my YouTube money, and that's where I'm going to pay the Prusa Core 1 from. I really hope to get it all ordered end of January, because I don't want to wait so long on it. Wanky physics. Mike Jones said there was a study that found the electromagnetic constant to be different in far off galaxy. You know what that means? Yeah. Yeah, the thing that I heard, and I'm also watching a lot of talks from Neil deGrasse Tyson about time and all things physics related. It's just baffling. Time is only on Earth, because if you go leaving Earth, the only way to tell is time if you are, connected to Earth. If you are leaving Earth, time is going bye-bye. And by the way, can we live without time? I mean, if we see sunrise and sunset, we know around what time we need to go to sleep. I think we can manage without having a clock reminding us how old we are. Dang it. The truth is always stranger than fiction. I don't believe that with all cool games. Yeah. Yeah. I love VR. Me too. I have a VR game for Mars. That is really cool. I like it. I spent hours in it. Try to find things because I didn't really know what the objective was in the game. I also have a flying game which I still didn't play. Some other games that I still didn't play. Spending money without using it. Yeah. My life in a nutshell. There are even some things I bought for 3D printing that I actually didn't use at all. Are they in the frame here? Yeah. There's a gray box that's sitting on this side of the shoulder. There. I had to use it October 2022. Yeah. Life is strange. When you speed up time slow, if you speed up, time slows because you're actually slowing down relative to all this movement. Yeah. If you stop this movement, you stop the illusion of time. Yeah. I mean, um, I hear those talks going by, and if you are a spaceship traveling faster than the speed of light, going with light years, stuff like that, um, you can travel a year and then come back, and everything moved here on like thousands of years longer. It's strange. You are traveling 1 year at the speed of light, and going light years away and then coming back, and everything here on Earth is just different. Maybe not even existing anymore. And then you come back and you are saying like, what happened? And you are just 1 year older, maybe 2 years older. What 3D model software do you guys use? I started with Thinkercad, but nowadays I am using Fusion 360. I did try using FreeCAD, but it was so difficult. Mike Jones, I heard yesterday Marquez, the famous tech reviewer YouTuber, saying that he was going to an Apple event. At that moment he was in Australia. I think it was the event on from September. He was in the morning. Just imagine, in the morning, he was at Australia. Was like somewhere in the morning. He flew to California. He arrived there in the morning of the Apple event. Just MS. Which kind of? I started 35 years ago on AutoCAD. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah. It's crazy. Mainly. So off axis, if you want to start somewhere, I did a. Did I do a video? Yeah, a video about 2 practical prints that I made using Fusion 360. There's a video, and I recommended Mastering Fusion 360. It's a book that also was used by the 3D Printing General, or 3D Print General, and there is also a PDF file from it as well. You can also use that as a reference. I don't know where the book is. It's a very nice book. So watch one of those videos. There's one with the shelves where I have all the models on. There in that video I referred to this book. It's a very nice book. I paid for the paperback version. I paid like 40 euros. I had to wait like a week or so on it to arrive. I went to the first 2 chapters of that book, and all the things that I have learned, I'm still practicing stuff from it. It's so much better. I did try to watch some YouTube channels. Yeah. The book also explains why it is better, not especially to use that book, but have a right way to start with Fusion in order to get everything that you have this click, you know. I did try to watch some YouTube videos as well, but I still struggle to get things to work out well, and this book really helped. Just saying. Hey, hashtag don't get anything paid for that. Yeah, I mean, you can be at the same morning at 2 different places and still travel like 12 hours. I have the same thing. If I'm going, I'm usually flying on a Thursday to the US. And one time it's going to be to the East Coast, to Baltimore. I'm leaving at 12:30 and I will arrive there at 5:40 p.m. It's like flying like 13 hours and still have a time difference of like 6 hours. It's then going, for example, to Rocky Mountains, also leaving around 12 o'clock, 12:30, and be there at 9:30 p.m. Interaction in this universe ages us as we try to keep the system the same over time. Yeah, I saw a video yesterday about also, you know, that the Earth is a globe and not a flat disc. And this guy, he traveled to Antarctica, where a lot of people say like, yeah, Antarctica is a forbidden place. Not everybody can go there. And he tried to make a time lapse with a 360 camera and seeing the sun going for the whole day in one circle the whole time. It's just nice. It's along the ride. Yeah. I mean, I love that video. It was crazy. And also the same sun with the 3 sunspots in frame, stuff like that. Yeah, this guy said also, like, if the Earth was one flat Earth, you know, and during the 24-hour span, the sun would be at its closest and then at its furthest. So you would see that the Earth was, or the sun was going bigger and then smaller and bigger again, something like that. But also he said to other people, set up a camera, make pictures of the same sunspots, and there's this one group of sunspots that makes a certain triangle and pointing in the direction. People from the US did it. Yeah, of course he did it as well, but he was at the southern hemisphere, so yeah, the triangle was in one point pointing upwards and there pointing downwards. And from Tasmania, it was just, you know, the opposite. Something like that. Yeah, no, in this case was at the South Pole. I had one time a person, and it was pretty cool, watching this YouTube channel from Antarctica. But back then he didn't say directly that it was from Antarctica. He said, "Yeah, it's really cold outside." And I was like, "How cold?" "Yeah, like 40 degrees C." I'm like, "Where are you? On Antarctica?" He said, "Actually, I am on Antarctica." That's cool. Maybe it was a little joke. I don't know. If people say that they are from Antarctica or from, yeah, not Mars really, or the moon, but you know, I can make sense that people from the Philippines are watching, or Indonesia, or from China. I know from China because Creality does watch my videos as well, and some other companies across the world, across the globe, seeing the videos. Yeah. So it's 5:13 p.m. my time. We are at 3 hours and 15 minutes, 16 minutes in the live stream exactly. 0 dropped frames. Nice. So in 5 minutes, I'm going to end this live stream. 16 current viewers. Nice. People miss me. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if people saying that they are from Antarctica or stuff like that, I will believe that. But you know, I don't want to say that I believe easily what people are saying. I'm also very skeptical sometimes. I think sometimes it comes with the package. But for this year, the videos are going to be more quality over quantity. I hope to still push out 2 videos a week. Sometimes I can't. Maybe one video will be a short video, for not short YouTube short video like in TikTok kind of short, but like a 5-minute video, and the other one would be like a 10-minute video. Depends on the content, depends on the topic that I'm going to cover. The Zach React videos will be staying where they are. They are going to come. Once I get air or see something about the 3D printer that is going to be announced or released pretty soon, I will be making video about it. Last Friday I did a video about the RE1 Thinker X400, a semi-industrial 3D printer, Core XY. Somebody said, no, it's not a Core XY. I said, it is a Core XY. I can see these 2 motors. I see the belt tensioners. I see the 4 belts attached to the carriage. It's a Core XY. Some other content, also bigger projects. There is a project going to be involved with the Evelson QQS Pro. I'm going to see if I can do some crazy stuff with it. Of course, the Easy Treat K9 is going to be back on the channel as well. It's a terrible printer. I have tried to print with it, but the bad adhesion, it's messing up my whole entire printer. It's very wobbly. I tried to make something decent that people can also print stuff on that printer, and then improving the print quality in general on that printer. Of course, the P1S is also going to be more on the channel as well. I try to see if I can work together with Big 3 Tech in order to do some upgrades. I hope to get some sponsorships in the future this year. I'm also going to start, if you missed it, I'm going to start a 3D print repair. Yeah, I'm going to do printer repair after a monstrous session. Fun times. Always a pleasure to hear updates from you. Oh, off access. So if people are interested, off access will be doing a live stream pretty soon. So if you're not subscribe to off access 3D. He would love to see you popping by. Yeah, also resin. Something to do with Hue Forge. I have so many ideas. Thank you. You should check out the Magneto X. I think those linear. Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold your horses. Some other printer that I'm going to work on is the... I don't know if you see it. It's going to be the Z-Core. I'm going to finish that printer. I have been thinking for a long while, and I think I figured it out, but I need to make the designs and finally print all the parts, order all the parts that I need, and build the dang printer. Come on, it's time. It's time to do so. Oh, and if you missed it, also some little kits that I want to 3D print with some electronics. People can assemble it and then, no, first buy it, then assemble it and have some amazing fun. The Z-Core. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Layer XL, Layer X Layer. How he, it's time. Good morning, man. How are you doing? Yeah, if people are dropping in, I will stay. Yeah, I have so many ideas, but I have also normal day job in between. I try to reach the 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So spread the word. It's not that much anymore. I'm not going to say that I'm going to end my channel if I reach the 10,000 subscribers. I'm not going to do that. That would be crazy. But I'm currently at 8,654 subscribers. So not that much anymore. Still like 1,364 to go. That's the magic number. 1,346. So that would be good content. I think putting a printer together from scratch with off-the-shelf parts. Oh yeah, indeed. No, I want to do a 3D printer repair shop for people inside of the place where I'm living. Maybe some ship-in printers from across the country. People need to give a good description what the issue is and what I can do about it to fix it. And then also working with some companies that I can get replacement parts in order to fix their printers. So yeah, maybe that kind of content is also going to pop up in the videos as well. I don't know. But time will tell. The future is still a little bit mystery. But that's set for now. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm going off. Hey, Skyrim. What's the math for a 0.9 degree motor, 60 to en ik ben zo klaar. Ja. Ik ben zo klaar. 5 minuutjes. Ja. Skyrim. Most 3D printers are using 20 teeth pulleys instead of 16. The thing is a little bit smaller. I don't know what the purpose is for that, what you are trying to do. Normally, the 2 GT belts, most common. I've got even here. I even got here the same kind of belt. Amazing belts. Normally, for example, the Voron 3D printers, if you have a normal 1.8 degrees step per stepper motor, it would be like 200 rotations, like 200, something like that. And for a 0.9 degrees, it would be 400. But that is in case if you are using a 20 tooth pulley with a normal GT2 belt. So always the double amount of always a double amount of it. What I always do, if you are, I think you are replacing the stepper motor from 1.8 to 0.9 degrees stepper motor. If you need to reconfigure the firmware or to readjust these steppers, if you're going from 1.8 to 0.9, the thing you always will see that everything will be off. So if you are having the nozzle directly in the middle as midpoint, that would be more on the right side or on the left side. If you have a Core XY, it would be on the right hand side. I did have that with the Creality and the 6 as well. If you are going to do something like that, also the model, like a calibration cube, like 20 by 20 would be like 10 by 10. You will see a lot of differences. So if you want to fine tune that, try to double the amount of your rotations to make, I don't really know if it was, yeah, it's always 200 steps per, yeah, that was it. 200 steps for a full rotation, or 400 steps for a full rotation if you have a 0.9 degrees stepper motor. So full rotation 200 or full rotation 400. So if it goes one time around, and depending, yeah, for the 16 tooth pulley, I really want to help out. So I will give you here a site where you can find at Skyrim. This is for you. These were also the things that I used during the time that I was fine tuning or tinkering with the firmware. This is for the stepper motors. This is where you can steps per millimeter belt driven systems. I never knew exactly where this is for, but you can play with this as well. Smoothie board, Gen 6. This is for your drivers, I think your micro drivers. So always try to figure that out as well. With the G92G code, can set the step per millimeter in real time. Here's an example with your result for the x-axis. So you can check if you enter that G code in a terminal, for example. You can set on every single 3D printer. If you have a Creality and a 3 Pro, for example, you can set in like 10 and take a tape measure or a caliper or something where you can measure how far that the nozzle goes. If it is if you move 10 or 20, if it is actually moving 10 or 20, you are spot on. If it is a little bit off, you know that you have to play a little bit more with the values. Higher the value means that it moves a little bit further. If it moves too far, then you know, oh, I have to lower the value a little bit more down, so that you are fine-tuning the right setting to get it exactly when you move 10, that it is exactly 10. Once that everything is done, make sure to store the settings and then try to print a calibration cube. Why a calibration cube? Because it is less filament waste, and you see directly once the calibration cube is printed, you can take your caliper and measure everything. If everything is in the X, Y, and Z direction, 20 millimeters on each side. Some little 3D printing help? Doesn't harm anything. So, I hope that helped. Skyrim, if there are some issues, stuff like that, there are some social medias and also other people who watch the stream afterwards. If there are some issues, you can reach out on me on Facebook, on Twitter, Blue Sky. I'm everywhere. And if you cannot find me there, then go and reach out in one of my comments. Also, this live stream will get also a comment section activated, so I will see you there as well. I always try to help as much as possible where I can, and if I cannot find it, I will. If I don't have the answer yet, then I will find it in order to help everybody out. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next stream. Happy printing. Bye bye.